In today's cover story, fisherman businessman Donnie Bunting offers to restock the Rio Cobre after the contamination that totally wiped out the fish stock.
From the disaster happened, a certain politician had asked me if I could assist with the restocking, and I agreed to because of certain things that happened last year. The then Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Pernell Charles, allowed the duty to remove from imported feeds, and were able to bring in feeds that allow the fish to have more than the ordinary amount of juveniles. So I quickly found myself with a surplus of juvenile fish, so I knew that I had the capability to stock the Rio Cobre. But I advised the species of tilapia that would be more suitable. I know that from experience. I've been farming tilapia from 1974. And when I was a young man in the 50s, I saw the government stocking what people call black perch, which is the same tilapia. You have many color variants of tilapia. The one that people call black perch is the same tilapia. That's actually the parent of the red tilapia. And so every waterway in Jamaica has always had tilapia in it. And with the advent of fish farming, many fish farms ponds drain back into the natural rivers, including the Rio Cobre. So it has been continually restocked with tilapia unintentionally. So tilapia is no stranger to the waterways. It's just that the different strains and the different colors create a little confusion with the public. However, I look at a lot of YouTube videos of people who fish for tilapia, and I notice that the primary one that is surviving is the one that used to be called the St. Peter's fish. That's a strain that the Bible tells us that Jesus fed the 5,000 with, and that Peter found the gold in the mouth of the fish to pay the tax that they owed. This fish is an extremely hardy variant of tilapia, and it is able to survive very well in the wild, as evidenced by the amount of them being caught from the freshwater fishermen. I have been advised by experts. I don't know who these experts are, because I've already named publicly the three people that I believe are most qualified to advise on matters like these, and none of them have been consulted. But experts have been telling me all kind of things about what is to be done, and what needs to be done and what needs to be done. And I just see it as an attempt to hold back the poor people of who fish on the Rio Cobre. I can't see anything else behind it. But I am committed, without any political affiliation, to restocking the river. And as soon as Fisheries gives me the permit to do so, I will restock the river properly and endlessly with the St. Peter's fish, that strain of tilapia, which I know will be by far the most suitable. Why? Its color is fixed, unlike the red fish, which is just a variant of the blackfish, and will revert to black.
Tell us how you get to this point of putting your organization out there as the most qualified organization to do the restocking exercise.
We have the best expertise in terms of the experience of the fishermen in determining the exact locations that are needed to be restocked. And also, we are in a position where we have seen the desperation of the fishers. It has been almost 1 year, 11 months to be exact, since the pollution, and we have seen the lackadaisical response from the state agencies in addressing the needs of the citizens, the hurt, the inconvenience, the economic deprivation that they have gone through. They have They have borne it with a level of resilience and patience and discipline. And we really accept and appreciate very, very much this offer from a patriotic Jamaican as Mr. Bunting.
The redfish survival rate is going to be very poor because predatory birds see them very easily in the water and swoop down and catch them. They survive on farms because on farms they are protected with lines run over the ponds. In the wild they will not survive. The silver-colored fish, however, are invisible to predatory birds. They will survive. Also their color is natural, so they will breed back. They won't fall back, or they are not a recessive color like the redfish are.
So against that background, do you think that the ones that you're recommending now will survive?
Well, put it this way, if they don't survive, I will keep restocking it. This is not a one-off. This is not a one-off.
So this is a commitment that you have made?
Yes, as long as I'm alive.
We sincerely appreciate it, and we are going to make best use of it in ensuring that the communities along the Rio Cobre benefit. People will benefit individually and collectively from this outpour of generosity.
So tell us, what will you do different from what Windalco did with the restocking last week?
Firstly, we will ensure that the restocking exercise is conducted along the corridor that Windalco pollutes all the time. And we will ensure, we will advise the fishers to be patient, relax, and leave the river alone for say about 4 to 5 months before they start the harvesting, because the stock will need time to be developed.
That was Ruddy Matheson's cover story. Until our next edition, like, comment, and subscribe.